a hard pick to come back from. Because if you look at LGD's roster, they've got such an aggressive roster here. Hard matchup for them to face, but you can't really be putting the Fang there in the mid lane against the Lady Chen, and then My going against the Lady Sun. It's a little bit of the same old song and dance, but there we go. ABH looking for the first blood, keeping it true and tested there with their first blood rate. Loop Esports coming in, Jing baby, taking down Musang King.
Yeah, beautiful, and this is going to be a recovery attempt here. Kank actually gets out, what the heck?
It's a little bit of information of Jing. So Jing's most common combo is the 1-2 ult, as we just see in here with ABH. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed. Is that going to be a double kill? Oh, it's a 2 kills nonetheless. It is Kanka taking up the kill.
Domination for the side of Loops. It looks like they will play more objective-based turrets here. They want to go for that T1 on the top, and looks like Zeri will take the tier 1 on the bot as well. So for the first time in the tournament, I think LGD being out macroed.
Yeah, I mean, do we expect anything less from Loops? We've always said that Loops, the only time they generally struggle is closing out those late games. I mean, not quite to the extent of Osiris, but oh, okay, fourth kill going over to the side of Loops, and they're not done yet. We see the ultimate shell come through from JR, but then JR gets, what is it they say? Sometimes, is it bad medicine? I'm not too sure to say it. I'm going to muff it up here, so I'm not going to proceed that one. But Mithy gets taken down by Musang King, so we choose first ability there. Charlotte could potentially be getting picked off here. It is a 4v1. Yes, there we go. Siang gets taken down by Tempest in the farm lane, and the T2 falls as well. Can we get an Azure Golem? Oh, ABH steals it, but are they going to kill ABH? Yes, they do. So Z is able to clear them up, but Musa and King going untargetable. They are going to take a clean team fight here, taking down the Fang as well. That we're already trying to position themselves into the team fight. It's not quite going to work. They are being kept away from the Shadow Tyrant thanks to the Liam Poe, and this is the great potential. Oh, there we go. Double man knockup. We see Mithy's already taken down, so no more stun for you. Without even dying as well, which I think really shows the player skill of G on the side of LGD, is that you're going into the thick of it. You're keeping that jungle objective alive and kept regardless from the side of Loop Esports. And it's happening multiple times. It's just sort of like really good pickup here for the Liam Poe, I feel like, into the draft.
Yeah, it's difficult because he has the Long Night Guardian as well with the Frigid Charge. So he does have plenty of armor, plenty of health regen. And with the Ominous Premonition, he's going to slow down the attack speed, the movement speed on the side of Loops as well, which makes it easier for him to get, that multiple...
Seems, kid, it's definitely slowed down in terms of the all-out brawly, chaotic team fights. There seems to be some sort of communication come from to the side of Loop Esports, but speaking of coming from the side, we see the Fang, ABH, the Sage Sanctuary coming through just to try and save Jing there. We see the Splendor as well, but that's not going to be enough for this Tremor Smash, and we see that Liam Poe is able to just set up a beautiful team fight here on the side of LGD. That is a 3-0 trade so far, and they have a fantastic push here set up for the mid lane, but they only have Mithy, they only have Tempest to try and clear these minions in the mid lane, but that high ground turret is definitely falling thanks to the Lady Sun. We see that Liam Poe is tanking a lot of those shots from the Crystal, but it's not just quite done yet. We see that Tempest is just trying to kill or something, get something from this team fight as Siang is trying to keep the Motsu away, but that is game one going over to the side of LGD. What didn't look like a strong early game for them was definitely a fantastic, but I don't think he'll get picked up here because we are waiting for that jungle pick to come through. And what a player alive. We see the familiar rotations here that we've been seeing for quite a lot of this in the season 2, where we see, Robert, let that go on the back burner there. ABH, we said silent but deadly, but he has been loud and clear with that first blood takedown, and then double kill over to Musang.
It's a huge difference in the way that they can fight, and I like the fact that they put Suhong going up against Marco Polo, similar to yesterday's games, right? You want AoE against most of these farm lanes. Oh, hang on.
Oh, 3v1 into the clash lane. We saw that getting set up for quite some distance there. We saw that Lady Sun was with the road to your team because it opens up those that fall to the T1. your jungle is now open to the enemy team. You're open to more susceptible ganks as well. But here we are. There is a 4v5 currently going place here. There we go. ABH, like we know him in game 2. Taking a kill for the side of Loops and still soaking the damage is the Zhang keeping Kank in the team fight, is able to pick off the Dharma as well, so they may take the T1, but it looks like LPS are here to take their Azure Golem and potentially push these T2 in the farm lane.
Yep, love this gameplay by Loops. This is one of the ways to recover as well. Just, you know, ignore the tanky people. Let's just go for the ones that we can burst down.
But luckily for the side of Loops, the LGD just did not have the intel that they need, but pushing back is the My, and there's the ultimate shell from Lady Sun coming through, taking down Kanka once again in the clash lane here. But okay, Tempest coming through. He played the waiting game. He takes down JR and down goes. Oh, okay, no, they're able to escape. I thought Ming, it was going to be a Ming Vase there in that team fight and getting smashed, but no, he was able to flash over the wall, as that was a beautiful patience. Patience is a virtue, kid.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Loops displayed it.
Yep,
but okay, patience. Speaking of patience, we saw Lgd play the same damage already in this early team fight without none of his co-dependents nearby, but already resetting the Tyrant is already looking for a promising start here. Are they going to try and take it, try and combat, and try and go for a Tyrant this time around? Because last game, they did not get a single one, but Xiang taking Tempest down the back of the Shadow Tyrant camp as well. So already looking at a handicap team fight if they do decide to take this, but JR doing his macro plays that he's well known for. On the side of the Clash lane was able to pick off, but speaking of getting picked off here is that higher ground turret in the Clash lane. A lot earlier in game 2 for the side of LGD, and for the side of Loops, they're nowhere near a high ground turret, and Tempest being taken down there by Xiang once again. They fool me once, but you don't fool me twice on the side of LGD. There is no patiently waiting in the bush. If Mayin's not there, they're checking all nearby brushes, baby, because that's not happening again. They fell for it once, and it's not going to happen again on the side of LGD Gaming. And they're already at the Crystal. They're in your home. They are invading. There's Musang King with a great engage, keeping the Mythy away from the rest of his team, and that is game 2 taken by Lgd once again.
Yep, what a show of strength coming out from Lgd. Very, very convincing gameplay, and you can see, right, Loops at this point, they are kind of lost.
One in game 2, they go for the Luna pick, which is one of their other pocket picks in the jungle. Again, Lgd, all they have to do is starve that Azure Golem, and then it's kind of just like a sundown on Luna, but they still prevalent down into the bot lane as well, whereas Lady Sun is keeping it calm and collective in the mid lane, so she gets more gold, but Xiang going in for another dose of death. The ultimate shell white connect there onto ABH, but Ming getting the first blood. What a violation to give your support player the first blood in game 3 of the semi-finals, kid.
Yep, and with Glide, I mean, okay, Glide does some damage, but what was that last hit?
Oh, okay, Zia goes down, they pay for it, they take penance from the side of Loop Esports. Mithy is in there soaking a lot of damage, and Dune is not a hero that can deal a lot of damage, but with Lady Sun, the dual ladies by his side, walking him down than Loops would have hoped for, but Tempest looking for a tried and tested tactic here in the bush, looking for a bit of a patient play. We also see that Kank is there as well. Okay, she goes into the bush. JR was a little bit unsuspected. Ming is all on his own as well, but is he going to be able to escape? No. Yes, he is able to escape. What is Loops doing? They are just letting these slippery heroes get out of there, but what is not getting out of there is Fang. Sherry falling down. Mithy looking to be the next victim of Lgd, but he's able to use the Unbridled Rage to jump over the wall to escape as in this part of the game.
It's a tough one for the side of Loops, but they still have the potential to come back right now. Oh, once again, nice catch. Oh,
nice catch there for Tempest, but Sunsea is very close by, setting sails onto them.
Yes, they are strong, but Loops, they still have one entry point, right? So the benefit of playing against a Ming and Lady Sun combo is probably most of the time they will be together. If they can set up ABH as well as Kanka to really come in at the same time, catch both of them, it could be an instant melt. right? So I'm hoping to be able to see that from Loops. We'll see if they can find that positioning, and that opens up the doors for Zeri to really try and split the fight, get the kills on maybe
in the farm lane as well, looking to aggress this higher ground turret, but Fang's ultimate is able to just clear out those minion waves without getting a little bit too close or caught out. Onto the side of Loop, there's the Unbridled Rage from Miffy. Is there going to be a bit of a connect? But no, Loops does not decide to push or play for that team fight, and Miffy's fallen here. This could be a huge detriment to their team fight and their base. Now that they lose the higher ground turret as well, we have a full strong force of LGD. Sun C to the back line as well, trying to just push and put pressure into the base. Luna is looking pretty low. She goes down. ABH is down. Kank is down. We see a 4-1 trade for the side of LGD. LGD looking to take a clean 3-0 from the side of Loop Esports. They have no minions here, but they are hoping that Doom can tank the crystal enough, and he did. That's the show, the true power of the Doom pick. He's able to soak the crystal damage and able to take game 3. 3-0 kin? Semi-finals?
Yeah, not what we expect.